The Morning Wave on Mix 93.8. This is Center Stage on The Morning Wave.
Yes! Yes! Rent-A-Crowd was on cue. Thank you, ma'am. So this morning I'm really excited because we get to chat to Canadian-born singer, songwriter and artist who is smart, talented, super funny, and most of all, very honest. Jamie Fine is on The Morning Wave. How are you, madame?
I'm so good. Look, smart, funny. I come here for the compliments, I guess.
Listen, Sam the Redeemer, we're here for it. So, Jamie, welcome to the show. And first and foremost, I'd love to chat about, what music has done for you over the years.
Absolutely. I think music for everyone is just this way. The way I choose to see it is I think it's this beautiful way to just understand a little bit more about ourselves. I think that there's so much music out there and there's so many different emotions, perceived from it that we get to kind of pick and choose what we listen to and by extension, get to kind of know ourselves a little bit more and learn about ourselves a little bit more, whether it's just as a listener or a writer. And I'm lucky enough to be able to do both.
Oh, man, beautiful. If you had to describe, your sound of music and the content that you put out there, how would you describe it?
I would say honest. I think that... me choosing to do this, it's what I feel like I was born to do, but me choosing to do this, I kind of owe it to my listeners to be as honest and authentic as possible. And I want my music to be able to, not have any barriers and allow people to just get a real look into who I am as a person and as an artist. And that happens through my music.
When we sit down with artists, Jamie, there's always a story behind, what sort of catapulted one's career, etc. And I believe that you're a bit of a chef as well, ma'am.
I am. I used to be a chef before music. Yes, I was.
Yeah. So, take us through, those changes that took place, up until this point.
So I love how you guys did your research. God bless you guys. So basically, when I was trying to figure, I've known since I was 13 years old that I wanted to do music. And I remember sitting down with my two in school at that time, Emily, and I was like, I want to do music. And they were like, yeah, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I know that I want to do this. And when I was choosing what I was going to, when you get into high school, you kind of start already feeling those pressures of deciding really what you want to do for the rest of your life, right? And that's a scary thing at such a young age. And for me, having this really gut intuition of what I wanted to do and what fed my soul was really hard to show people that and prove that to people before I got a chance to really enter the career. And so I really decided, cooking was something that I was so passionate about. It was very artistic as well. And so I decided to, pursue cooking because at least that fed my soul artistically and I could, double it down with doing music at the same time. And did both for a really long time before making the full permanent switch to music.
I absolutely love that. Music and food, and possibly listening and singing to your own songs while you're cooking your own food, right? So
I'm not listening to my own songs, but I'm definitely listening to music.
Jamie, speaking of which, you're in SA, performed at Beefstock. You've got another, sold out show, which is, I think, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, at the Barnyard in Menlyn.
Yes, it is.
Right. So what can we expect at that particular performance?
Oh, we just want to have fun with the crowd. I think that yesterday at Beefstock was probably, or 2 days ago, I guess it was probably one of the coolest experiences of our lives. I think that just the way that the fans or listeners just connect with all of the music, right? I think one of the most terrifying parts, being an artist these days, TikTok is incredible and it allows you to spread across the world. But, people have lately been falling in love with 15 or 20 seconds of a song, right? Just that chorus.
Yeah.
And what we've been trying to achieve on our end is really getting people to fall in love with all of the music, or at least me as an artist in terms of understanding who I am or what I want to achieve. And what we experienced at Beefstock and what we hope to achieve in Pretoria is exactly that. It's people connecting with all of the music, and from beginning to end, that hour set that we played, it was the most incredible feeling of watching people sing all of this music that I released, some of it 5 years ago.
Wow.
So it was pretty special for us.
Yeah. And, Jamie, I want to thank you because it's incredible, how we get to connect with people on social media via TikTok, for example. You let us in, you share beautiful music with us, and then for you to come to our home and give us this incredible performance where we almost feel like we know know you and we've connected with you all this time, I think is really, really beautiful. So thank you for that. I mean, how does it feel for, this particular song? I mean, if anything's left, gone viral, blew up the way that it did. What has that done for you in your career as well?
It's everything. It's taken us, I've been doing music in Canada for about 7 years now. And to be able to experience international, eyes on us is just like, I can't tell you, that's what every artist's goal is, right? Music is the most universal language we have in the world. And to be able to finally garner some eyes and some fans in other countries, I can't tell you how it's a really emotional experience for us, because we've been working towards that for a really long time. And South Africa, we watched If Anything's Left go viral in the UK. We watched it go viral in New Zealand and Australia and Germany and all these places. And we chose to come to South Africa because of how vocal these fans were and how incredible people seemed in this country is. We were like, screw it. We have to pick South Africa over everywhere else. And my God, I can't tell you, we did not make a mistake there. It's been incredible.
Oh man. Well, listen, we know how to host, when it comes to parties, when it comes to a good time, when it comes to the food, we know our story. Jamie, I want to just quickly touch on the EP Confessions. I mean, what can we expect on that particular EP?
Yeah, so that EP is for me. I called it 8 Garden Gate. That was my old address of where I grew up, my townhouse, and back home in Ottawa in Canada. And I realized that I needed to let go of a lot of things in my life. I needed to really hold myself accountable, and instead of just I wanted to go through it, not just have it happen to me. I wanted to go through these things. And so I realized that I needed to let go of that house, 8 Garden Gate, just as much as I needed to let go of other emotional things. And I felt like it was this, perfect title umbrella for this EP. And from start to finish, it takes me through starting at the most, probably one of the most difficult times of my life, and ending with me not only going through something but getting through something. And I hope that people can listen to this as it was intended to be listened to, from start to finish, one song after another, and really follow that story.
Well, Jamie, thank you so much for your honesty. And what I've been saying over the past couple of days is sexy, or authenticity is actually the new sexy. That's actually what the saying is. So thank you for your music. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. And look, we look forward to seeing you perform and following your journey as well. If anybody wants to find you on socials, how can they do so?
And they can do so at Jamie Fine Music. That's universal across the board on all socials.
Beautiful. Jamie, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be playing your song on the show, and we'll get some feedback from our listeners. And have a great time and enjoy the show in Menlyn.
You're incredible. Thank you so much for having me.
Okie dokie. Bye.
The Morning Wave on Mix 93.8.